Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. The Journeyman series continues here at Michigan State University, and we've got a big matchup this week versus Indiana University in the Big Ten. This is, I guess you could call this a rivalry match. Michigan State and Indiana do have rivalries in several sports. I think soccer is no exception. Maybe even the biggest rivalry might even be in soccer. I know in basketball there's a little rivalry. In football, it's one of those situations where we have a trophy game against them, where we play for the old brass spittoon, which is as lovely as it sounds. And usually Indiana comes up here and plays on our homecoming, and vice versa. So it's kind of special matches against Indiana, even though competitively, it hasn't quite been an even rivalry in recent years. But yeah, so we're going to be playing at Indiana today. 1,938 tickets sold out of 7,750 capacity. That's a pretty big stadium. It's a pretty big soccer stadium. Bill Armstrong Stadium. I don't believe that's their football stadium. Their football stadium is much bigger than that. So this must be either soccer stadium or all-purpose. We're not going to take a look at it today. Don't have time to run through the campus, but Indiana is a good program. They're a program worthy of us to take a look at them. Take a look here. 8 NCAA Division I national championships. That's impressive. They're probably the best, historically, best Big Ten soccer program, at least the best that I've seen. NCAA Big Ten Conference Championships, 14 and 11 Big Ten Tournament Championships. They started in 1973. Excellent junior coaching, well-established youth network. They've got excellent training facilities, superb youth facilities down there in Bloomington, Indiana. Club's affectionately known as the Hoosiers, and they have a fierce rivalry with the University of Kentucky Wildcats and Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis Jaguars, also known as IUPUI. There are a lot of sort of offshoots of Indiana University. There's IUPUI, there's IPFW, there's like all kinds of Indiana University at Purdue, Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's like crazy names that they've got down there. But anyway, it's not like Michigan. Up here it's pretty simple. We got like Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Northern Michigan, and then Michigan State. Simple. Directional schools and or universities. All right, anyway, the Hoosiers are undoubtedly one of the most successful clubs in college soccer, boasting a proud total of 33 competition wins. Some of their highlights include the championships that we mentioned before. So, this is going to be a tough matchup. Indiana, it's a good team. Let's take a look at their registration. They've got 23 players on the roster. They've got an injury, got 2 players on international duty. So that's not so good. We'll take a look at their squad. Yeah, they got some pretty good ability on their squad. Some 4 stars, 3 stars type players. Now, not all of them are going to be in the game today, thankfully, because we've got issues. We got real issues going on here. Anyway, they are 6-4 favorites as the home team. It seems traditional. Jair Marufo is the referee. 30 yellow cards, an average of 2.7 per match. So we're probably going to get quite a few yellow cards on us. But that's not the problem per se. The problem is our team selection. We have no midfielders on the team, unfortunately, and also no goalkeepers. Again, everybody's still out on international duty. Miller is suspended. Portugal and Jaijun are both coming off of injuries. I don't want to risk them. So we're going with a non-midfield. We're dropping back to the 4-1-2-3. We're going to try to go defensive. So we stuck a bunch of defensive players in the midfield. Got John Stone at, actually, no, we want to switch that around, right? Yeah, we got Morris, the 16 tackling youngster. We're going to put him at defensive midfielder. John Stone, the left back, at left ball-winning midfielder. Then Vargas, the striker, and / attacking midfielder. We're going to move him down to box-to-box midfielder and just sort of do what we can in this midfield here. It's going to be interesting. And then, of course, we have our two walk-on goalkeepers are there. And then we also have another walk-on midfielder here, Jaleel Higgins. Another guy we pulled out of the intramural building, only 5 pace, 5'9", just sort of an emergency type dude. Somebody to slap a jersey on. And we're going to do what we can on the road at Indiana. They're going with a 4-2-3-1. Jones is their team captain, leading goal scorer, 4 goals in 10 appearances from the midfield. Their striker Mueller has 2 goals in 11 appearances. Looks like their fullback Ochoa is going to be coming forward, so we got to worry about that. So it's McLaughlin in goal, Richards and Eisner. Eisner taking the captain's armband today. Green and Armstrong in central defense. Morris, Johnstone, and Vargas in the midfield. Torres, Esquivel, and Bernard up top. Torres, highest average rater and top goal scorer. 5 goals in 9 appearances. 7.56 rating. Bernard not too far behind him with also 5 goals in 9 appearances. 1 assist. And Esquivel. So our forwards are looking good. They're playing well. Midfield is the issue. I know the underdogs. Go out there and do what you can. Opposition instructions. We want to make sure we're keeping an eye on Ochoa. We are. Left back. Yep. Don't think we need to tightly mark the midfield. But everybody else, yes. Okay. Here we go. Your team has been heavily impacted by international call-ups. We have to adapt to whatever's thrown at them. It's absolutely shambolic that we being denied service of our players at this time. I mean, I don't want to complain about it. I could, bring them back from international duty, but on the other hand, they're young players getting an opportunity, so you don't really want to deny them of that opportunity. You want them to continue to grow and develop because we have other seasons to worry about. We're got to think about developing these players for the future as well as playing right now. So we're definitely going to be weaker. It's far from ideal. How much of a boost? I don't know. I'm focused on my own team. Your team selected suggests a change in tactics. Indiana are a good team with the ability to threaten us, blah, blah, blah. Gap of 3 days. I have too many players tied down with very too little time to recover. I don't know. I'm being pessimistic in this press conference. So here we are. Very large stadium. Very strange looking. It probably doesn't look like this. But anyway, we are in the greens. And Indiana's in the home white for whatever reason. I still don't understand how they choose what jersey to wear. But anyway, here's Aguirre. Free kick. Drops it to Garcia for Indiana. Rockets one right in. Crowd roars. Several Michigan State fans in the background there. We dropped down to 5th position after this. It's no good. Need to get our players back. It's another corner from Aguirre. Heads one in. Goalkeeper can't stop it. Yep. Oh, disallowed. Get out of here. Disallowed. We needed that. Definitely needed that one. If things don't improve, probably second half we'll move back to the Z formation. I mean, we might as well go with the formation we're familiar with, even if we got a bunch of defenders in there. I mean, what's it going to hurt, honestly? It's another throw in from Smith to Markabush. Sends one across to Aguirre. Oh, boy. Keeper just sort of jumped out of the way of that one. He didn't jump in the way. He was like, got scared and flopped the other way. Let's bring up the telestrator here. We can take a look at this one. So Makbush brings it in, sends it across field, and then just bang into the goal. And the keeper, like, he starts this way, but then he falls back this way. So it's like, what are you even doing? Do you even goal keep, bro? Like, what's going on? So here's Mark Bush. Oh, no, he actually got it into Jones. I thought he brought it in. But anyway, there's Aguirre. Look at him. He just falls the other way, covers his head. Like, get out of here. So we might have to switch keepers. Maybe we'll put Wardle in there just to give him a shot. I mean, how can he be any worse, I guess? I don't know. He'll just be sort of different. I don't think he'll be any better. But he will be a different human being in the goal, I suppose. Pressure. Oh, boy. Here's Aguirre. Oh, this guy was already clapping. That is discouraging. That is discouraging. Look at this guy right here. He's clapping away already. Look at his hands are in the air. I think their whole team is already clapping. Look at all these guys. They're already like, this is in. It's like, in basketball, somebody shoots a three-pointer and his teammates already hold up the three fingers because they don't even look. They just turn around and walk the other way because they know it's going in. Oh, my gosh. That's just awful. Look at him. He's clapping. Clapping on Aguirre. Just bang. Oh, Nelson. Foggy Nelson. What is happening? Here's Aguirre. Header. Oh, does that count as a save? I think that counts as a save. He moved his body, made contact with the football, and it went out of the goal. I think that counts as a save. Another header. Get it out of there. Esquivel bombs it downfield. All right. So here's Torres. Can we get one back? Oh, he almost bent that one in there. That was pretty good. Pretty good. So we'll make some changes at halftime, I think. Mueller. Oh. That doesn't count as a save, but he was at least diving in the correct vicinity. Morris has been booked. Ease off tackles, but tackling is what he does. 16 tackling. All right. 3-0. This is terrible. This is not what I expected from this season. I mean, we were playing so well. And then just to suddenly get hit like this. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, Johnstone, he's got 12 pace. He's fine. He can get going. Then I think, we might as well bring in Wardle from McLaughlin, see what he can do. Get out of there. I don't want to bring in the midfielders. I just don't want to risk them getting injured. We got to save them for next game. This game's lost already. 3-0 down. We're just going to do what we can here. Dressing room. Players are in high spirits and immediately focused. Let's be assertive. Show me something else. Second half. That's the classic motivational speech used by, great men throughout history. Show me something else. What you showed me there was not good. I require something new, something different. Mueller, free kick. Keeper with 4 jumping reach. You know, he got up there. How tall is he today? He's still 6'1". I don't know where that 5'11" come from. I mean, I could have swore when I looked at him he was 5'11", but I guess not. Penn State's beating Northwestern 4-1. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do. There's not really much we can do other than whatever it is we're doing now. I mean, I guess the moral of the story here is don't change to any different formations. I mean, this formation works. It's already 68 minutes, and they haven't scored a goal on us, so you know, the formation is fine. Vargas with a yellow, Morris with a yellow. Bernard is frustrated. We'll do some shouts here. Demand more, I suppose. Here's a throw-in from Hunt to Lundy. Indiana, they're definitely going to be slow playing it this second half. I mean, they're probably going to be just trying to keep control, waste time. They're going to send one downfield, but, oh, green, please. Thank you. Don't rely on our walk-on keeper to do anything. Morris is going to bash one downfield to nobody in particular. Comes Indiana building for... Oh, Esquivel. Great play. Oh. Boy, he pounced on that ball. That was a great play. He just couldn't finish. Everybody's focused except for Bernard. Come on, man. We don't have anybody to bring in for you, so I don't know what to do. You know, we could move Vargas up there, but then what do we do for attacking center mid? We could just bring in somebody. And I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Just bring in Edwards. There's 3 minutes left anyway. Doesn't really matter. So this was not good. This was bad. Terrible. Eisner sends one in. Nope. This is going to be the last highlight. Full time. Ouch. Ouch. And we got like at least another game or two of this nonsense. Oof. This could ruin our Big Ten season. Unfortunately. Like, you know, I'm just thinking about it because there's only 10 games. And we've already just lost 2. Do we really only have 4 games left? Is that for reals? We got Penn State, Maryland, Ohio State, Michigan. We really only have 4 games left, and it's 4 of our toughest games. I mean, Indiana is probably going to be one of our toughest games as well. But, man, this is not what we needed at all. Let's take a look at the schedule. I'm reconsidering my idea of bringing them back. So, okay. We're going to be fully back for Penn State, it looks like. So, we just have the Boston University game to deal with. So, we'll do that off camera. Come back for Penn State, I guess. And then after that, yeah. All right. Pause. Okay, we're back. Got another big week in the Big Ten. 2 games that are very important is, first of all, our game, Penn State versus Michigan State, and then the big game this week, Wisconsin versus Indiana. 2 teams at the top of the league here. Take a look at the Big Ten standings. So it's a lot of teams right now playing against each other. Michigan State versus Penn State. The winner of this is basically 3rd place. And then Indiana versus Wisconsin. This could keep Wisconsin in 1st place or jump Indiana up to 3rd place all by themselves. So some big games at the top of the table. And then Maryland cruising along there. They've only played 4 games. They're playing Rutgers this week. And then Michigan sneaking along there. Somehow they got a draw against Ohio State or Northwestern or Indiana. I don't know. There have been some draws. I guess they went through Golden Goal and nobody scored, so they ended up with a draw. But anyway, big games this week. Now, in terms of the game that we played in the off-camera here, Boston University, we managed to beat them 1-0 on what else? A penalty shot from, who got that? Was it Miller? Yeah, it was Miller again. He came back from suspension just in time to get in on the game. And again, we played our fully weirdly rotated side. We managed to hold on, playing in the Z formation. It seems to be the magical formation this time around. Now, we did bring Jaijun and Portugal off the bench near the end of the game because the other guys were in there just dying. So, with about 10 minutes left, we brought those guys in. And neither one got injured, so that's good. So we're all going to be healthy and wealthy and wise for today's game. Let's get back to the match preview. And here we go. Not that. That's the NCAA match previews. That's fine. Here we are. Penn State. We're at Jeffrey Field State College, PA. 1,000 tickets sold out of a 5,000 seat capacity. This is a campus I'd probably like to look at because Penn State, like Michigan State, is one of the few land grant universities in the country, which means they were just given wide swaths of land by the government at some point in time. And that's why Michigan State's campus is so huge. And Penn State's campus is likewise pretty big. So maybe we'll take a look at that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we are 6-4 road favorites. That doesn't happen very often, so that's interesting. Take a look at Penn State's team selection here. They've got a suspension in the middle there. Varga is out. The rest of their team just sort of looks, average, really. They don't really... They got a lot of two-star guys. Whole lot of two-star guys. 1 3.5-star guy to keep an eye on. That's Jose Stewart, but he needs a rest, so maybe he's not even going to play. I don't know. So Penn State might not be as good as their record indicates. We'll see. Now let's get to our team selection here. And look at this, a full team. Oh my goodness. What's IP? Player reacted... Pleased that he was able to play for Croatia. Yeah, maybe we should look at that real quick. Take a look at our squad, our international players. We had 3 players play recently. Boxtel for the Netherlands, Jelic for Croatia, and Shaheta for Egypt. They all played. Nobody scored any goals. They sort of played sort of all right, I guess. Shaheta, they had him playing central defense for some reason. He didn't play too well against Mexico in a 5-0 loss. So I don't know what happened to our other guys. Did our other guys not play? That would upset me if they went out there and, put our team through all that effort and didn't actually play. But anyway, yeah. So our lineup is looking pretty good. Portugal is a little bit unfit. Shaheda is much more tired, so you know what we could do? Miller is also not doing too great. I think we're just going to have to play Portugal and risk it. We need to win this game. The medical examiner came back on Portugal and said, didn't say like increased risk of injury or anything like that. It was just like you need to watch him because he's lacking match fitness, so... We're going to risk it. We're going to play Portugal in the midfield. So we got Bjarnason back in goal, Johnstone, Eisner at the fullbacks, Green and Armstrong in the middle, Jaijun and Portugal in central midfield, Torres, Miller, Nielsen up front with Bernard as the center striker. Let's go. Pep talk. We need this one, boy. Expect nothing but a win. No messing around. There's a pretty nice grandstand. So yeah, Penn State's campus is like famously in the middle of nowhere. It's like you have to take a plane to Boston and then take like a little hopper flight in some junky little like single engine prop plane to some small airport, and then from there you got to take a bus like through the mountains and into the valley where their campus is. You know, the people who like the sports reporters who report on football and stuff like that for the Big Ten, they are famous for complaining about that trip that they have to take to Happy Valley. That's where Penn State plays. So Lord knows how the soccer team gets there. I mean, we probably just bus it all the way there. I have no idea. But it ain't good. All right, so we're putting the pressure on right now. Penn State coach is already yelling at him. Eisner's a little tired. Miller, Bernard. We got some tired boys. A few nervous boys as well. Portugal and Torres. Armstrong has joined that nervous crew as well. Maybe we should say something. Let's encourage the lads. You're doing well. Okay. Johnstone fired up. Torres frustrated. Overall, it didn't do much good. What was that analysis? Something about Eisner's looking exhausted out there. Okay, we'll sub him out at halftime. Field, yes. So nothing's happening. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. We're not getting 3 goals scored on us, so that's good. We don't have a walk-on. Oh, yeah, Eisner's down to 50%. He just bumped up to 63% at halftime, so we will make that substitution, bring Morris in. I mean, Morris is also tired, but Eisner bought us the half, so that's good enough. Valiant effort, my friend. We'll see if now Morris can last the half. Everybody else, I think, we're not playing particularly well, but, you know, what are you going to do? All right, pep talk. You're going to give them a pep talk, a passionate pep talk. It's time for everyone to dig in. Give everything you got. That motivated Eisner. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, buddy. You gave us all you can. We took you out, and you're still motivated. I like it. I like it. That's why we made him assistant captain. Ouch. Hickey. That is the definition of getting stuck in. He was like hip toss, like a judo hip toss right there. We're a little nervous. Bernard is motivated. That would be good if he could score a goal. Team instructions. It's hard to tell because we haven't seen anything. So I'm going to tell them to try some more direct passing. Like, we haven't seen a single highlight. So I have no idea if Penn State's playing up, playing back. I mean, we know the formation they're in, but haven't been able to see any highlights to see what they're doing. So we're just going to try some long passes. Johnstone injured. No. Okay, so we do have Richards on the bench. That's fine. That's fine. We have subs at every position now. There's not that big a deal. Miller is tired. Don't want to wear him out. Okay, there's Vargas. I was like, where does Vargas go? There is Vargas right there. I'm going to try to bring... No, Bernard's motivated. So we'll leave him in. I was going to bring in Boxstall. Could maybe bring in Edwards for Torres. Torres is nervous, has a 6.5 rating. You know, when all else fails, you just start subbing in players. Just randomly. Just throw in the whole bench. No, that's not a good idea. That's not what we're going to do, but Portugal's got a yellow card. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Well, no, there's not nothing we can do about that, actually. We could bring in Shahita. He's at 80%. So there we go. Maybe we're getting ever closer to throwing the whole bench in there. But that's not a bad substitution. I mean, Shahita's our normal starter. Of course, now Nielsen gets a yellow card. We're not subbing him out. He's our best player. Let's give them a shout. Let's give them a demand more. At the 80-minute mark, we're going to... we're going to do this. Try to, like, take possession of the game. Here's Edwards. Free kick. Get in there. No. Dang, we could have used that. We are in the greens, by the way, I guess. I mean, it's the first highlight we've seen. We have to be in the green because Penn State's colors are blue and white. So I need green would be ours. Go green. Go white. All that stuff. All right. So we had the one highlight of the half, I guess. They're getting apprehensive. Bernard is still motivated, but he's getting tired. We might take him out for the extra time period. 3 minutes down, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Extra time. Okay, so we'll get to the dressing room here. Tactics. Bernard is motivated, but he's at 6.6 rating. He's 62% healthy. Gonna bring in Boxstall. I mean, Boxstall he's his goal scorer, 17 finishing. His pace is still only 9, even though we're trying to work on that. He did just get some international duties, so maybe, maybe he can do something. Is anybody else that we need or want to sub in and or out? I don't think so. So let's go back to the pep talk. Let's give them something, another passionate. Let's try the dig in again. There we go. Now everybody's ready to buy in and dig in. Looking confident. Let's go. Let's get the golden goal, fellas. Let's get 2 golden goal victories in one season. That would be outstanding. Not sure how long the extra time is. Is it? Because we scored pretty early in the other golden goal game that I played. Jaijun's a little tired. But again, we don't have any subs for that. Here it is. Here's the throw-in. Richards gets it to Vargas. Got a few unfamiliar names in there. I mean, I know Vargas is the attacking mid. Go down. Boxstall, come on. Make a play, buddy. Make a play. Get aggressive. Nice play. Edwards. Edwards on the run. He's wide open. He gets tackled, unfortunately. Trusty is back there. There's a great name for a defender. I'd want a defender named Trusty. Armstrong under pressure drops it back. Okay, this is a huge highlight here. Massive highlight. Bjarnason sends it downfield. Smith heads it. Can Edwards make another play? Nope. Morris is there. Come on, Morris. No, it's Ramos one-on-one with the golden goal. Look at the guys in the warm-ups coming over. The goalkeeper. There's the other goalkeeper. Oh my goodness. They're celebrating with the park benches. The hot dog stand. Here we go. Pause it. So we got a couple of issues going on here. First of all, central defender right here. Caught out of position, and then the fullback, bad touch, and Ramos just takes it in, boop, and scores past the keeper. Unfortunate for us. All right. Let's see this unfold. Morris, bad touch. There's Ramos. Injury and all, gets it. Gets it past the keeper, and we're done. We're done. Far from pleased. Yeah. Okay, that's bad. So we're at 5th. Now we're gonna struggle. I don't think we can win the league now with 3 or 4 games left. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 games left. We cannot win the regular season title, because that would be 15 points total. And Wisconsin is already at 15 points after 6 games, so expecting them to go. I mean, I guess we're technically not mathematically eliminated, but we're pretty much eliminated, because everybody ahead of us would have to lose 3 games, or, anyway. So yeah, we're probably looking at like a 3rd place finish at best. And we do still have Maryland coming up. Yeah, so that's going to be a tough game. And then, of course, Ohio State and Michigan, 2 of our bigger rivals, especially the game versus Michigan. That's why it's at the end. It's because that's our biggest rivalry game of the year. Okay, so we're going to end it there. Get ready. John Stone is injured for a little bit, but yeah. All right, so we're going to come back for 2 more games, and then we'll finish off with the Michigan game. All right, so see you then. Bye-bye.